Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where it's an Ohio Athletic Conference doubleheader between Baldwin Wallace and Marietta College. The BW women's team ranked number 12 in the latest D3Hoops.com women's poll. We'll tip it off here at 1 p.m. against the Marietta Pioneers. Baldwin Wallace comes in with a 13-1 overall record, a perfect 7-0 mark at home. They're 7-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, 3-0 in OAC home games. Marietta comes in with a 10-4 overall record. On the road, they are 4-2. They are 4-3 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, 2-2 in Ohio Athletic Conference road games. Leading the way for the Pioneers at 15.9 points per game, it's Paige Tolson. She's a senior guard on a Federal Hocking High School, and she shoots it at nearly 40% from the field, 40.4% from three-point range, and 82.4% from the free throw line. She's also the team leader with 30 steals. Also in double figures, it's Addie Hill, who shoots at 45% from the field, 46% from three-point range. She's knocked down 26 of 56 from long distance and hits at an 82.6% clip from the free throw line. Conversely, for the Yellow Jackets in double figures, leading the way, it's Kaylee Ressler at 10.3 points per game. She had 6.3 rebounds per game while shooting 47% from the field, 37% from three-point range, and 81.8% from the free throw line. And just on the cusp of double figures, it's Emily Irwin and Bella Valen at 9.6 and 9.4 points per game, respectively. In their last outing, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets won a nail-biter 46-45 at Mount Union on Wednesday night. Bella Valen led the way with 13 points, none more valuable than the free throw she hit in the final seconds to claim a victory on the road in Alliance. And before that, it was a milestone victory, not only for the program, but for head coach Sherry Hare, as at Wilmington, the Yellow Jackets won 68-52. It was the 700th win. It was Coach Hare's 700th victory, leading the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket program. She's one of less than 10 active Division III coaches that has 700 or more wins at her current institution. So congratulations to Sherry Hare on what has been an outstanding run with the Yellow Jackets over her 35 years. And the best part is she's got a lot more left in her, and the Yellow Jackets are looking to get another victory today as they return home for the first time since January 8th when they had an 85-41 victory over Heidelberg. BW on a 13-game winning streak. They lost the opener by 5 to Washington and Jefferson on the road. Since then, they have rattled off 13 straight victories. They look to make it 14 straight here today if they can get past the upstart Marietta Pioneers. Right now, we're going to turn things over to the PA announcer and for the national anthem. And when we come back, we'll run down the starters and get the tip-off for you between the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, the number 12 team in the country, according to the D3Hoops.com poll, hosting the Marietta Pioneers. Taking a look at the starting lineups first for the visiting Marietta College Pioneers. In the backcourt, a 5'9" senior guard from Marietta, number 10, Addie Hill. At forward, a 5'9" sophomore from Shreve, Ohio, and West Holmes High School, number 14, Ella McMillan. At guard, a 5'4" senior from Morrow, Ohio, and Little Miami High School, number 20, Allie Grake. At guard, a 5'3" senior from Guysville, Ohio, and Federal Hocking High School, number 32, Paige Tolson. And at forward, a 5'11" senior from Marietta, number 34, Hannah Croft. Jenna Anderson is in her first season leading the Pioneers. She's a 2018 grad of Marietta. She is assisted by Carly Ziliak, as well as Jill Congrove and Scott Stalter. Starting it off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. In the post, a 6' senior forward from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valen. Also in the front court, a 5'11" senior from Napoleon, Ohio, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. On the wing, a 5'8" junior from Cincinnati and Archbishop McNicholas High School, number 21, Casey Badalak. At guard, a 5'11" junior from New Philadelphia, number 11, Alyssa Miller. And running point for the Yellow Jackets, a 5'4" senior guard from Pickerington, Ohio, and Pataskala Watkins Memorial High School, number 22, Emily Irwin. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Sherry Hare, who's in her 35th season running the Yellow Jacket program. She is assisted by Associate Head Coach Cody Hartzler, Assistant Lauren Held, and Student Assistants Tavin Lukoski and Donovan Burkett. The Marietta Pioneers will be in royal blue, trimmed in white and gray down the sides of the jerseys and around the legs of the shorts. Marietta written in silver, trimmed in white across the front of the jersey. The numbers also printed in silver, trimmed in white with the Pioneer logo on either side of the shorts. The Yellow Jackets are in white with brown and gold trim down the sides. Brown numbers trimmed in gold on the front and backs of the jerseys. Jackets written in gold, trimmed in brown on the front of the jersey. And the Yellow Jacket athletic logo on either side of the shorts. The Yellow Jackets will go right to left here in the first half. Marietta will go left to right. It'll be Croft versus Miller for the opening tip-off. Two double-digit win teams trying to gain an advantage in the Ohio Athletic Conference standings. And the tip-off will be controlled by the Pioneers as Allie Grake brings it into the front court. She dishes it to Tolson on the drive. Tolson gets in the lane, gets it shut off. She'll show outlet it to Grake out top. Back to Tolson on the right wing. She'll key up a three and knock it down to give the Pioneers a 3-0 advantage 22 seconds into the game. Irwin brings it up the floor the other way, sends it left wing to Bella Valent. Valent over to Miller on the right side of the floor. Miller sends it to Ressler left wing, lobs it inside to Valent. Valent in the mid post, out to Miller, thought about a three. Now she tries to drive inside, gets it knocked away, and it will be scooped up and stolen by Addie Hill. It gets to Allie Grake into the front court, off on the left wing. She'll get in the lane, kick it out to Croft, passes up a deep jumper to kick it over to Hill. Hill hands off to Tolson. Tolson checked by Casey Badalak. She'll drive to the right of the lane, scoop shot up, left it too strong, rebound tipped around to Casey Badalak. She'll hand off to Emily Irwin. Irwin into the front court, checked by Grake. Between the circles, she'll send a pass to Badalak, left wing for three. Off the side of the rim, it's rebounded by Addie Hill. Hill gives it to Tolson. Tolson into the front court for the Pioneers. And the pass will get sent to the right wing, but it'll be deflected out of bounds by the Pioneers, and it will go over to the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Ressler inbounds it to Irwin. 2 of the 3 seniors in the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. A defensive foul called on the Pioneers. And it's against Paige Tolson. That's her first. Coach Anderson expressing her thoughts on the call to the official. And the Yellow Jackets will now inbound the basketball with Alyssa Miller. Send it into Irwin. Lob inside to Miller. Miller in the high post. Sends it right wing to Wrestler. Touch pass inside to Valen. She'll square up on the baseline. Kick it out to Wrestler out front. She'll drive and dish it. It'll be deflected out of bounds by the Pioneers. It will stay with the Yellow Jackets. Emily Irwin will inbound it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock for the Yellow Jackets. 8:06 left to go in the first quarter. Wrestler catches the inbound pass. She'll dial up a 3. Got it! We're even at 3 with 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Allie Gregg brings the ball into the front court. Sends it right wing to Tolson. She lost the handle on it but kept possession. She'll try to drive against Miller. Kick it out left wing to Gregg. She'll unload a left-handed 3 off the side of the rim, and it's no good. It's kicked out literally by the Yellow Jackets and controlled by Addie Hill, who will fire up a 17-footer and be off the mark. Badalak gets the board, sends it up to Irwin. Irwin pressured heavily by Tolson. Will get into the front court. Kick it to Wrestler, left wing for 3. Got it! Kaylee Wrestler, 6. Marietta, 3, as Wrestler has knocked down back-to-back triples to spot the Yellow Jackets at three-point edge. Tolson trying to answer, in and out, no good. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. She'll hand off to Emily Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Scoops it over to Miller. Miller on the drive, dishes it to Valen. It's stolen away by Allie Grake. Grake up the far sideline to the Yellow Jacket logo. Stops at the left wing, kicks it over to Hill on the right wing for 3. Off the side of the rim, it's rebounded by Alyssa Miller. Miller to Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court. Driving all the way to the hoop. Scoop shot up, off the window, and in for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Kaylee Wrestler on a roll early. She has all 8 of the Yellow Jacket points, and BW leads it by 5. Grake the other way for the Pioneers on the left wing, trying to drive baseline against Irwin. Scoop shot up. It's no good, but she'll get 2 coming from the line as she was fouled. Emily Irwin will get tagged with her first. And the Yellow Jackets send it on for replacements. Valen, Badalak, Miller, and Irwin will take seats. That leaves Wrestler, the lone starter on the floor. Brooke Thompson, Laura McCoy, Maddie Everett, and Ava Wilkerson will come back, or will come into the game for the first time today for the Yellow Jackets. Greg's first attempt on the way, off back iron, no good on the season. Greg, a 61.9% free throw shooter. Greg and Tolson, the lone Pioneers starters, still on the floor. Thompson cleans up the rebound off the second miss at the free throw line. Number 12, Sophie Nelson, comes on for the Pioneers, along with number 24, Emma Rasmussen, and number 23, Amelia Ehrig. Wrestler with it, crosses up a defender, pulls up from 13, left it short. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets, a foul on the floor. Looks like Allie Grake is going to get tagged with her first foul. That's the second on the Pioneers, and she will be spelled by number 4, Sophia Murray, from right up the road here at Rocky River. Wrestler will check out. Kayla Jones will replace her. Wrestler with a hot start early, 2 threes and a driving layup to take an 8-3 lead. Thompson catches the inbound pass, gives it to Jones, now to Everett out top between the circles. She'll send it to Wilkerson, who backs it out near the center circle, gets a screen from Thompson. 10 on the shot clock, over to Jones on the right wing. Jones inside to Thompson. Thompson in the mid post, backs down a defender, spins to her right, up off the window, no good. Everett there to control the board over the box out of Tolson. The shot clock buzzer never reset. The shot clock itself did. The buzzer still continues to go. McCoy on the right wing dishes it to Everett. Everett on the drive. Plays through some contact over to Thompson. She gets it blocked on the way up, and it's scooped up and controlled by Uhrig. It's brought down the floor by Murray. Over to Tolson from 13. Left it short. Rebound to Wilkerson. Wilkerson up the floor between the circles now. Drives to the left of the lane, loses a handle on it, and she gets whistled for a travel. Yeah, that one was pretty obvious, and the official on the sideline called it. Usually you don't hear this during the game, but a very good call by the officials there as Wilkerson stopped the dribble at the mid-post and continued through to the block, taking a couple of steps along the way. 5-second closely guarded call, very nearly going against the Pioneers as Murray picked up her dribble. And now a travel call will go against Sophie Nelson of the Pioneers. The Yellow Jackets force the turnover and get possession of the ball. Kayla Jones to inbound it to Ava Wilkerson. Wilkerson back to Jones. Jones into the front court with the basketball. Signals the play. On the right side of the floor, she'll dribble to the right wing. Get in the lane, on the drive, scoop shot up, and it's in. Count it. She'll get one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Sophie Nelson picks up the foul. That's her first. That's the third on the Pioneers. 4:37 left to play here in the first quarter. The Yellow Jackets up 10-3, looking to make it an 8-point advantage with Kayla Jones on the and one, and she will do just that as she knocks down the free throw. Quickly the other way, it's Murray driving to the right side of the floor. She'll dish it off to Rasmussen, then Rasmussen will get it back and drive to the free throw line, get it stopped by Wilkerson. Pass out to Nelson for three from the top, no good. Ebert there for the board. Ebert sends it up the far side to McCoy. McCoy from the right wing trying to drive, gets it poked away, and it's pounced on by Uhrig for the takeaway. Quickly the other way, it's Murray kicking it out. That's Tolson unloading a three, in and out, no good. Rebound to Laura McCoy. McCoy up the near sideline to the left wing. She dribbles to the right side of the lane, gets in, and the key, turnaround jumper up, and it is good. Laura McCoy puts the Yellow Jackets up by 10, 13-3 with 3:43 left to go here in the first quarter. Murray running point for the Pioneers between the circles. Now she'll dribble off left side, send it over right side. It's skipped over to Tolson on the wing. Tolson inside. It's poked away by the Yellow Jackets, and Everett's going to pick up the foul on the hustle play. She got a little bit too much of the body right there of Uhrig. Good call. A lot of contact affecting the play, sending Uhrig to the deck. So two substitutions for the Pioneers. Drake returns, as does Addie Hill. They'll replace Tolson and Nelson. The Yellow Jackets will send on Valen and Miller, who return, as well as Taylor Bass, who sees her first action today. She's a 5'10 sophomore guard from just up the road in Strongsville, Ohio. Murray with it right wing, dribbles to the left of the key, kicks it into the corner. It's handed now to Allie Drake. She calls for it, gets a screen, can't get around it much though, kicks it out to Uhrig. Uhrig on the drive, goes up off the window, no good. It's rebounded by Miller. Miller sends it far sideline to Jones into the corner to Wilkerson. She'll load a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. 16-3, BW in front with 2:53 to play here in the first quarter. Timeout on the floor by the Pioneers. It's a 30-second timeout. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospital's Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's Ohio Athletic Conference men's and women's basketball doubleheader on BWYellowJackets.com. Grake with the basketball from the right wing, drives into the lane. She'll kick it out to Hill. Hill out top. Lobs it inside to Croft, who's back in the game. And she tried to throw a backdoor pass that was deflected. It's picked up by McMillan into the corner. And Hill is going to get Bella Valent on the foul as Valent got caught on the pump fake and landed on Hill. So Brooke Thompson will be sent to the scorer's table, and she is going to spell Bella Valent. McMillan will inbound it to Grake. Grake dribbles off left side. Kicks it into the corner, and it's thrown out of bounds. The intended target was Abby Garner, the 5'8" sophomore guard from Macedonia, Ohio, and Walsh Jesuit High School. A little bit too far out of her reach. And it's out of bounds. Irwin and Ressler return for the Yellow Jackets. Irwin sends a pass over to Bass on the left wing. Bass over to the right wing to Thompson. Thompson gives it to Ressler on the drive into the corner to Bass. Bass gets in the lane. Scoop shot high off the window, no good. Thompson there to collect the board. Go up for the putback, and she gets fouled on her way up. And Brooke Thompson will get 2 attempts at the free throw line, where she is 13 of 17 on the year, 76.5%. No, they're going to say it was on the floor. Excuse me. The Yellow Jackets have 9 on the shot clock. Irwin in the corner after inbounding it on a drive. Scoop shot up, and she is fouled. Allie Grake picks up the foul. That's her second. That's the 4th on the Pioneers in the quarter. And this time the Yellow Jackets will earn 2 free throws. Emily Irwin will go, and she's 84.8% on the season from the free throw line. Irwin line to our left, dribbles it twice, aims, fires, and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Paige Tolson comes back to replace Allie Grake, who picked up her second foul. Irwin's second attempt on the way, good as well. The Yellow Jackets rolling early. They're up 18-3 with 1:48 to play here in the first half. Paige Tolson running point, crosses up Irwin, gets into the lane, throws up a runner. It's erased by Alyssa Miller, who collects the rebound. Miller into the front court. That's a double dribble. She picked it up right as she was crossing midcourt and put it back down with the left hand and did it right in front of the official. And that's a turnover by the Yellow Jackets. An unforced error there. Gives possession back to the Pioneers. Tolson picks up her dribble, lobs it inside to Hannah Croft, and Brooke Thompson caught reaching in and over top. And that'll be Thompson's first. That'll be the 4th on the Yellow Jackets. Bella Valent will come back. She'll replace Brooke Thompson. McMillan will inbound for the Pioneers. She gets it into Tolson. Tolson sends it right wing to Hill. Hill drives to the left of the lane, and a foul is called on the Yellow Jackets. It's Emily Irwin who picks up the foul. That's the second on her. Ava Wilkerson will come in. That's the second straight home game where Irwin picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter. Tolson's first attempt will roll in. 82.4% from the charity stripe on the season, and she will complete the pair. It's 18-5 in favor of the Yellow Jackets with 1:20 to play here in the first quarter. Bass kicks it into the post to Valent. Out front to Ressler for 3 off the side of the rim, and it's rebounded by McMillan of the Pioneers. She'll push the ball into the front court. Hand off to Hill. Hill dribbles out top, drives to the right of the lane, scoop shot up, and it's too strong, rebounded by Valent. She'll outlet it far sideline to Alyssa Miller. Miss Miller jump stops, gives it to Valent, now to Bass on the left wing, left it a little bit too long, and it's off the top of the backboard, and the support of the apparatus that will turn the ball over to the Pioneers. Casey Badalak returns for the Yellow Jackets, as does Maddie Everett. Alyssa Miller and Taylor Bass will take seats. Tolson running point for the Pioneers. She gets the ball into the front court. 2-for-1 opportunity here. Scoop shot, too strong. Rebound tipped around, and it will be punched out by the Yellow Jackets right to Addie Hill. Hill in the corner. Now tries to drive. Backdoors a pass to Garner, and it is up and in. 18-7. Jacket lead down to 11. BW can use it all. The shot clock is off. Badalak dribbles between the circles. Gives it to Wrestler. Wrestler content to burn some clock as Coach Hare animatedly tells the other four on the floor what play she wants run. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Wrestler drives, scoop shot, up off the window, and Kaylee Wrestler puts it in. Tolson hustles and throws up a desperation three. It was online, but it was a little bit short, and that will be the end of the first quarter, where the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets have a commanding 20-7 lead thanks to 10 points from Kaylee Wrestler. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, second quarter action on BWYellowJackets.com. Welcome back into Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where it's women's basketball action kicking off this Ohio Athletic Conference doubleheader as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets host the Marietta College Pioneers. It's 20-7. Yellow Jackets in front after one. The Pioneers start the second quarter with possession of the basketball, and it'll be Sophia Murray who unloads a shot and is off the mark. It's rebounded by Ava Wilkerson. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets with Wilkerson, it's Kayla Jones, Maddie Ebert, Bella Valen, and Casey Badalak. Ebert with the basketball, loses a handle on it. The Yellow Jackets converge on it, and Valen gets tied up, but the Yellow Jackets will get possession of the basketball via the jump ball arrow. On the floor for the Pioneers, Addie Hill, Paige Tolson, Emma McMillan, Kelsey Harlan, who's seeing her first action today, and then Sophia Murray. Checking in for Bella Valent is number 4, Sadie Arndt, a 5'11 senior forward from Cary, Ohio, seeing her first action today. Wilkerson to inbound the basketball to Kayla Jones on the left wing. Jones drives to the right side and gives it to Wilkerson on the wing. Wilkerson will back it out. 8 on the shot clock. She'll lob it inside to Jones. Jones from the mid post finds Arndt going backdoor, and Sadie Arndt puts it up off the window and in to spot the Yellow Jackets, a 15-point advantage. Murray quickly the other way. Dribbles off right side. Trying to draw a double team to free up Paige Tolson. The Yellow Jackets not falling for it. Addie Hill on the drive. Shuffled her feet. And that's a turnover for the Pioneers. Marietta going to throw a little bit of heat the Yellow Jackets' way, putting Hill over the ball. And a 1-2-2 press as Jones inbounds it to Ebert, gets it right back, and Jones loses a handle on it, but a foul is whistled, and I think Addie Hill's going to get tagged with the foul, and she will. That's Hill's first. That's the first on the Pioneers in the quarter. We're 1 minute, 2 seconds into the second quarter. The Yellow Jackets up by 15. Jones to inbound, does so to Badalak far side. Badalak jump stops, gives the ball to Jones. Jones will bring it into the front court as the Pioneers retreated from that press. Jones sends a pass right wing to Badalak. Pump fake on the 3. She'll try to drive inside. Kicks it out to Ebert. Ebert on a dribble drive. Gets in the lane. Scoop shot up. No good, but Maddie Ebert should get 2 coming from the free throw line. And she drew the foul against Emma McMillan. That's the second on the Pioneers. Wrestler and McCoy come back for the Yellow Jackets. Wilkerson and Badalak will check out. And Ebert will go to the line. We're on the year. Maddie Ebert is 11 of 16, 68.8%. First one rattles in for the Yellow Jackets. They'll increase their advantage to 16. Looking to make it 17 if they can complete the pair here with Maddie Ebert lying to our left. Second attempt up, and it is good. 24-7, Yellow Jackets in front. 8:40 to play in the half. Quickly the other way, it's Murray dribbling to the right side of the lane, over to Harlan. Harlan out top to McMillan. McMillan will send it over to Murray. Murray dribbles to the left of the lane, checked by Sadie Arndt in a defensive switch. Scoop shot up, no good. Rebound to Kaylee Wrestler. Wrestler brings it up for the Yellow Jackets into the front court. She'll jump stop and hand off to Kayla Jones. Jones sends it over to Ebert. Three-pointer on the way from the right wing, and it rattles in for the Yellow Jackets. 27-7, BW up by 20. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout by the Pioneers while we have this opportunity. Want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospitals, Trzynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dane Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and Oaken Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. On the floor for the Pioneers after the timeout, it'll be Murray, Hill, Harlan, McMillan, and Tolson. The Yellow Jackets will counter with Wrestler, Jones, Arndt, McCoy, and Ebert. The Yellow Jackets up 27-7 with 8 minutes exactly left in this second quarter of play. Tolson with the basketball, scoops it right back to Murray. Murray out top, checked by Laura McCoy. The pitch to Tolson, gets her into the lane. She'll pump fake, go up off the window, left it short, rebound to Kayla Jones. Jones drawing a double team. Her teammates helping her out there, telling her to watch out, so she checks up and gives the ball to Maddie Ebert, who brings it into the front court. Back to Jones, down to McCoy on the left side of the floor. McCoy throws it to Wrestler. Wrestler working against Tolson, gives it to Arndt in the post. Arndt spins to her left. Scoop shot is blocked by Emma McMillan, and McMillan will clean up the loose change and dribble to the left wing. Now out front it goes to Murray. Over to Tolson on the right wing. Thought about a three. Now on a drive. Up off the window, no good. But Paige Tolson will get two coming from the line as she was fouled by Sadie Arndt. Coming back into the game for the Pioneers, Abby Garner and Hannah Croft. They will relieve Emma McMillan and Sophia Murray, respectively. Bella Valent will be sent on late to spell Sadie Arndt, and Alyssa Miller will come back on the floor as well. So now it's McCoy, Jones, Valent, Wrestler, and Miller for the Yellow Jackets, as Tolson with a rare miss at the free throw line. Second attempt on the way, and she's now 3 of 4 on the day at the line. She's an 82% free throw shooter on the season. Wrestlers sends the ball down the floor to Jones, and Jones is going to get hit with a travel call. The Yellow Jackets trying to catch the Pioneers out of alignment with the front court pressure, and Jones took one too many steps. Harlan brings the basketball up for the Pioneers. Her pass to Tolson on the right wing is poked out by Laura McCoy, and Marietta will re-inbound the basketball. Taylor Bass comes back for Kayla Jones. Addie Hill now will inbound it for Marietta. Hill gets it into Harlan. Harlan dribbles off left side. Sends it into the corner to Hill. Hill, Pioneers' second leading scorer, trying to drive against Wrestler, kicks it over to the leading scorer in Paige Tolson on the right wing. Tolson gets out front, drives to the right of the lane, scoop shot up, no good, rebound tipped around, and it will be controlled by Laura McCoy of the Yellow Jackets. McCoy facing heavy pressure, gives it to Wrestler, Wrestler into the front court, dribbles off left side, gets to the left of the lane, throws it inside to Valent. Valent missed the open layup with the left hand. It's rebounded by the Pioneers. Good look right there by Wrestler on the pass, and a good look for Valent, just a little bit too strong. Abby Garner with a shot on the other end. It's off the mark. It's rebounded by Addie Hill, and her 10-foot jumper is up and in. It's 27-10, Yellow Jackets in front. Wrestler inbounds it all the way across the court to Bass, and it's poked away in transition by the Pioneers. Harlan comes up with it from 14. She unloads the jumper. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Valent. Valent to McCoy near sideline. McCoy slowing things down as she brings the ball into the front court, sends it over to Wrestler on the left wing for three, off the front of the rim, and a rebound to Paige Tolson. Tolson lobs it inside to Croft. Croft off the window, no good. It's rebounded by Wrestler. Wrestler to Bass on the left wing. Bass over to McCoy on the block. Out front to Wrestler. Over to Miller on the right side. Miller gets a screen from Valent. Over to Wrestler, left wing. Wrestler backs it out and then gives it to Miller, left wing, inside to McCoy. McCoy backs down a defender, and it is an offensive foul as Abby Garner drew the charge against Laura McCoy. 4 new players on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. It's Badalak, Thompson, Ebert, and Wilkerson returning for Wrestler, Valent, McCoy, and Bass. The Pioneers will return number 12, Sophie Nelson. And onto the floor for the first time today, number 21, Olivia Kinney. Kinney gets the basketball, left wing. Fakes the lob inside, puts it on the deck with the right hand. Now gives it to Croft in the mid-post. Croft calling for a backdoor cut. It's not there. She'll kick it out to Nelson, who unloads a three, left it well short. It's rebounded by Kinney. Kinney in the corner. Throws it out to Harlan. 2 on the shot clock, and a kick ball with 1 second left on the shot clock. The Yellow Jackets almost had a shot clock violation, and now Marietta gets a new 20-second shot clock. That is tough when you play solid defense for 29 seconds and then have a kick ball put another 20 seconds on the clock. Kelsey Harlan to inbound the basketball. Does so to Croft, gets it right back. Harlan on the drive, pulls up from 7, left it too strong, rebound tipped around, controlled by Croft. Outlets it over to Garner on the right wing. Garner on the drive, and Garner is going to draw the foul on Casey Badalak, it looks like. That's Badalak's first. That's the 4th on the Yellow Jackets, so Marietta's going to be in the bonus for the remaining 4 minutes and 33 seconds of this second quarter. Garner at the line. First one on the way, and it is good. Garner, a 56.3% free throw shooter, 18 of 32 coming in. She's 19 of 33 now. Second attempt on the way, and it is on the mark as well. 27-12, Yellow Jacket lead down to 15. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Wilkerson sends it to Badalak on the right wing for the Yellow Jackets. Badalak on the drive, gets in the lane, scoop shot with the left hand, it's up and it's in. 29-12, Yellow Jackets back in front by 17. Quickly the other way, Harlan sends a pass to Garner on the left wing, fakes the three, enters it inside to Croft. Croft squares up Thompson, puts it on the deck, spins to her left, goes to her right, fumbles it out of bounds. It's last touched by the Yellow Jackets. It will be Pioneer basketball with 18 on the shot clock. Kaylee Wrestler comes back in. Alyssa Miller will check out. And Kelsey Harlan will inbound the basketball for the Pioneers. Harlan tries to inbound it. It's deflected by Everett. Now it's over to Garner. Garner, fall-away jumper, off back iron, no good. Wrestler there hustling after and controlling the board. She outlets it near side to Everett. Everett off left side on the drive. Goes up off the window and banks it in for the Yellow Jackets. 31-12. BW in front with 3:43 left to go here in the first half. Harlan the other way, drives to the right of the lane, scoop shot up, and it's no good. It'll be Everett who picks up the foul. That's Everett's second. That's the fifth on the Yellow Jackets. Two-shot foul coming up for Harlan. And Kayla Jones will come in for Maddie Everett. And coming in for the Pioneers, number 24, Emma Rasmussen, the Wadsworth native. Harlan's first attempt is up, and it is good. She came in 68.8% from the free throw line, 11 of 16. Now 12 of 17, line to our right. Second attempt up and good as well. 31-14, a Yellow Jacket lead down to 17. Paige Tolson comes back on for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Kelsey Harlan. It's inbounded by Ressler to Wilkerson. Up the near side with a pass to Badalak. Into the front court to Jones. Jones checks up in the mid-post, kicks it out to Wilkerson. Now to Ressler at the free throw line. A 14-footer up, and the 14-footer will rim in for the Yellow Jackets. Ressler didn't look like she was all the way ready for that pass, but she caught it, turned around, and hit the jumper anyway. The pass gets entered inside to Croft. Croft spins to her right, shuffles her feet, no call. It's rebounded by Ressler. Up the far sideline across the court to Jones. Jones into the lane. Dishes it to Thompson, up off the window, and it's in for the Yellow Jackets, 35-14. BW up by 21, under 3 minutes to go and a half. Rasmussen with the ball, sends it over on the left wing to Nelson. Nelson to Croft, over to Tolson, out top, feigns the three. Drives to the right side of the floor. Now drives inside of the right of the lane. Backdoors a pass. That's poked away by Casey Badalak. Scooped up to Ava Wilkerson. Out in the hands of Tolson for three. She left it short. It's rebounded by Ressler of the Yellow Jackets. She's up the far sideline. Into the front court off right side. Hands off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson on the drive. Steps back beyond the arc. Resets with 19 on the shot clock. Sends it into the high post to Thompson. It gets swung back to Wilkerson and poked out to Jones. Jones to Thompson. Back to Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Jones in the lane. Into the corner to Ressler for three. Got it! Baldwin Wallace has opened this one to a 24-point advantage. 38-14 with 1:59 left to go here in the second quarter. Stoppage in play here as Laura McCoy is sent to the scorer's table to check in for the Yellow Jackets. Not sure who she'll relieve. It's Casey Badalak. And Kinney and Croft will check out along with Nelson. McMillan is back for the Pioneers along with Hill, and seeing her first action today is Kayla Peterson, an Independence, Kentucky native and Scott High School product. Tolson with the basketball left side, enters it inside to Peterson. Peterson backing down Thompson, scoop shot up with the left hand and in. It's a quick 2 points for Peterson. The other way, Thompson catches the lob pass inside over Hill, kicks it out to McCoy. McCoy out front to Ressler. She'll unload another three. Got it! Kaylee Ressler with 4 triples of the first half has spotted the Yellow Jackets out to a 41-16 advantage. Hill with the basketball for the Pioneers. Lobs it inside. It's deflected by Ressler, and it will be knocked out of bounds by the Yellow Jackets, says the official on the sideline. Bella Valent will hustle to the scorer's table, and she'll relieve Brooke Thompson. McMillan will inbound the basketball on near sideline. She gets it into Paige Tolson. Tolson gets a screen out top from Peterson. Wilkerson fights around it. Pass gets sent over to McMillan on the left wing. McMillan into the corner to Tolson. Fakes the three. She steps on the line. That's a turnover for the Pioneers. 1:03 left to go here in the first half. The Yellow Jackets rolling early. Specifically, it's Kaylee Ressler who's dialed up 4 triples. 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter. And she sets a screen out top to Wilkerson. Wilkerson into the corner to Jones. Gets it back to Wilkerson. She'll unload a three from the right wing. It's off the mark. Rebound to McMillan. McMillan off to Tolson. Tolson sends it over to Rasmussen into the post to Peterson. Peterson backing down Valent. Peterson spins to her left, throws it up off the window, and banks it in for the Pioneers. Wrestler wisely holding up 2 seconds with the clock running. Now the Yellow Jackets can use it all. It's Wrestler who will walk it into the front court. And a good clock awareness by Kaylee Wrestler to say, hey, I'm going to wait 2 seconds to inbound this basketball with a running clock. This way we can use it all. 10 seconds left in the first half. Wrestler with the basketball, gets a screen from Valent. Gets a second screen from Valent, gets to the right of the lane, throws it up off the window, and Kaylee Wrestler hits the driving layup to end the first half. Wrestler is absolutely having a day for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, and she gives BW a 43-18 lead in going into the halftime break. Kaylee Wrestler helping the Yellow Jackets outscore the Pioneers 23-11 in that second quarter. Once again, our score at the half is Baldwin Wallace 43, Marietta 18. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first half statistics and get ready for second half action for you on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. I'm Matt Florjancic, and on tap today is an OAC basketball doubleheader as the women's basketball team of Baldwin Wallace University, ranked number 12 in the country in D3Hoops.com's latest poll, hosts the Marietta Pioneers, and at the half it's 43-18 in favor of the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Taking a look at the first half statistics, leading the way with a game-high 20 points is Kaylee Ressler. She is having some kind of day as she has hit 8 of 11 shots from the field, 4 of her 6 attempts from three-point range. She's pulled down 5 rebounds on the defensive end of the floor. She has 1 steal and a block shot. She's plus 17 for the game. She's played 13 minutes and 43 seconds. With 7 points, it's Maddie Everett for the Yellow Jackets. And then with 3 each, it's Ava Wilkerson and Kayla Jones. And then 2 each from Laura McCoy, Sadie Arndt, Emily Irwin, and Casey Badalak. The leading rebounder for the Yellow Jackets with 5 is Kaylee Ressler. Alyssa Miller has 4. The leading playmaker with 5 assists, it's Kayla Jones. 2 each for Irwin and Wilkerson, and 1 for McCoy. Leading the way in steals, it's Ressler, and she also has the team co-lead in block shots. Taking a look on the Marietta side of the ledger, leading the way with 6 points, it's Paige Tolson. 4 points from Sophia Murray, and then 2 each from Addie Hill, Kelsey Harlan, and Kayla Peterson. The leading rebounder for the Pioneers, it's Ella McMillan with 4. McMillan having the lone block shot on the day for the Pioneers. Marietta in the first quarter, 2 of 15 from the field, 13.3%, 1 of 7 from three-point range, 14.3%, and 2 of 4 at the free throw line, 50%. The second quarter wasn't much better. They were 2 of 15 as well, 13.3%, 0 of 3 from three-point range, and a 5 of 6 at the free throw line, 83.3% on the day. Marietta 4 of 30 from the field, 13.3%, 1 of 10 from three-point range, and 7 of 10 at the free throw line. The Yellow Jackets 7 of 13 in the first quarter from the field, 53.8%, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 50%, and a perfect 3 of 3 at the free throw line. They got a little bit better from the field, 9 of 13 in the second quarter, 69.2%. They were 3 of 5 from three-point range, 60%, and 2 of 2 at the free throw line. They are, for the game, 16 of 26, 61.5%, 6 of 11 from three-point range, 54.5%, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line for 100%. After today's game, the Yellow Jackets will return to the road as they return for a brief one-game appearance before heading back out on the road after being out down at Wilmington and also at Mount Union. The Yellow Jackets will next be on the road on Wednesday when they travel across the county to play the John Carroll University Blue Streaks at 7 p.m. Once again, that game is on Wednesday, and then they'll be at Otterbein for a men's and women's basketball doubleheader next Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. The women's game will tip off at roughly 3 p.m. for the men's game. The next time the Yellow Jacket women's basketball team will be at home will be on Wednesday, January 29th. That is against Ohio Northern University, and it will tip off at 7 p.m. That will start a 2-game homestand for the Yellow Jackets before they go on the road for another 2, and then have 3 at home in mid-February before ending the regular season at the Marietta Pioneers on February 22nd. A tough stretch in the second half of the league schedule. The Yellow Jackets have 5 road trips, and they'll be home just 5 more times the rest of the regular season. On the floor to start the second half for the Yellow Jackets, it's their starting 5: Badalak, Miller, Irwin, Ressler, and Valent. The Yellow Jackets will go left to right here in the second half. The Pioneers will go right to left, and the Pioneers will start possession of the second half with the basketball as they send out Tolson, McMillan, Grake, Croft, and Hill. They're starting 5. Drake and Irwin played limited minutes for the two point guards as they each picked up 2 fouls in that first half quickly. Irwin with another 2 fouls in the first quarter, just as she had the last time the Yellow Jackets were at home against Heidelberg. Drake with the basketball, working against Irwin, dribbles to the right side of the floor, gives it out top to Tolson. Tolson looking for Croft inside, gets it to her in the high post. Croft on the drive against Valent. Going up off the window, left it too strong, rebound pulled down by Croft. She outlets it to McMillan, now to Tolson on the wing for 3, got it. 43-21 is our score. Yellow Jackets lead by 22. 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Irwin dribbles up the floor for the Yellow Jackets, out front to Ressler, and Kaylee Ressler does it again. Buries another 3 from the top of the arc to spot the Yellow Jackets out to a 25-point advantage. Addie Hill with the basketball out top into Croft. He gets it right back on the give and go, and Hill gets the layup to fall. Hill touched the basketball after it went through the hoop. It looks like a delay of game warning has been issued to the Pioneers. You don't see that get administered often, but you just did today, as Ressler will inbound to Irwin. Ressler will give Irwin a screen to get around Tolson. Irwin kicks into the corner to Badalak for 3. Got it! Baldwin Wallace buries 2 quick threes and has a 49-23 lead over the Pioneers with 8:47 to go in the third quarter. Tolson sends it off to McMillan on the left side of the floor, hands off to Hill. Hill on the drive, gets bumped by Ressler, steps back into an 18-footer, left it too long off back iron. Rebound to Bella Valent. She outlets it near sideline to Ressler. Ressler up the floor, driving all the way to the hoop, gets it shut off at the block, spins to her left, goes to her right, left the layup short, gets her own rebound back, dribbles out to the corner, and gives it off to Irwin on the wing. Irwin gets a fake screen from Valent. Valent dishes it baseline to Miller, and Miller puts it up off the window and in. The Yellow Jackets rolling early in this second half. Quick 8 points. Has spotted the advantage out to 28. Addie Hill with the basketball out top. Over to Croft on the left side of the floor. She'll hand off to Grake. It's poked away, but Grake will keep possession. Grake steps into a 3, and that one is good. 52-26. Yellow Jackets in front, 7:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Ressler sends it over to Miller on the right wing. Miller out top, drives to the left side of the wing, and of the lane, I should say, and banks it in for the Yellow Jackets. Drake sends a pass left side to Croft, over to Tolson on the left wing. Tolson into the post to Croft. Croft on the dribble drive, gets it poked away by Ressler. Irwin comes up with it. She'll lob it into the front court to Ressler. Ressler up off the window, and Kaylee Ressler puts it in on the dime from Emily Irwin. Into the corner it goes to Tolson for the Pioneers. She'll dribble out to the right wing and get checked by Alyssa Miller. Tolson picks up her dribble, swings it into the corner to Hill. Hill backs it out, gives it off to McMillan left side. McMillan spins in the lane, loses a handle on it, kicks it out to Tolson for 3. Left it too long. It's rebounded by Irwin, and she got clobbered from behind by Allie Grake. That's Grake's third. That's the first on the Pioneers in the third quarter. Valent and Miller will take seats along with Badalak for the Yellow Jackets. Wilkerson, Everett, and Thompson come on for BW. Ressler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court, crosses up the defender, gets to the right of the lane, stops and gets absolutely landed on by Addie Hill. Not intentional, but Hill bit on the pump fake, went up for the block. Irwin pulled it down and then got landed on. Peterson and Garner will check back in for the Pioneers. Croft and Hill will check out. Irwin to inbound for the Yellow Jackets. Does so on a lob to Wilkerson. Up off the window and in. Wilkerson got enough space to catch the ball and go up uncontested for the layup. McMillan hands off to Tolson. Tolson backs it out, now tries to drive. It's shut off. She'll lob it inside, but it's batted away by Wilkerson and then Everett, and now it'll be a tie-up with Peterson and Ava Wilkerson, and the Yellow Jackets will get the possession off of the jump ball. Kelsey Harlan checks in for the Pioneers to spell Allie Drake. Kayla Jones comes in to replace Kaylee Ressler. Jones inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Irwin drives to the right of the lane, gets it poked away, gets possession back, and then draws a foul. It will go against Paige Tolson. That's her second. That's the third on the Pioneers in the half. Or in the quarter, I should say. Excuse me. Thompson catches the inbound pass from Irwin. Drives the baseline. Posts up, goes up with it, gets it blocked, and it's rebounded by Peterson of the Pioneers. She outlets it near side to Tolson. Tolson gets to the line, gets through the lane, gets to the right side of the floor. Gives it off to Harlan. Lob pass inside to McMillan. She posted up behind Everett and got the layup to go. Everett inbounds it near side to Kayla Jones. Jones into the front court quickly off left wing. Throws a pass to Everett that's batted away by Harlan, and Garner, picks it up and goes the length of the floor, has it blocked. It's rebounded by Everett. Everett near side to Irwin. And a stoppage is called. I think for a shot clock adjustment. Not sure it was reset properly. And now the officials will come together for a conference at midcourt. Both teams sent to their respective sidelines as the officials will talk it over. And the in-house PA announcer having a little fun at the officials' expense by playing the Jeopardy theme song. Not necessarily something you want to do. You don't want to make those men and women who are calling the action a little bit upset. While we have this break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue, the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893, Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider, Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event, and Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. So after the officials' conference, the shot clock will stay at 28 seconds, and the Yellow Jackets will inbound it. It's Jones inbounding it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson into the front court. Crosses up Garner, or rather Harlan, I should say, and an illegal screen is whistled against the Yellow Jackets. It's against Everett. That's her third. That's the first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Laura McCoy has returned for the Yellow Jackets to spell Emily Irwin. McMillan in the post. Hands off to Harlan. Harlan crosses up McCoy, gets to the right of the lane, dishes it on the baseline, and it is knocked out of bounds off of Abby Garner. It's a turnover for the Pioneers. 33, Taylor Bass checks in to replace Maddie Everett, who picks up her third foul. Wilkerson will bring it up. She enters it into the high post to McCoy. McCoy sends it over to Bass on the right wing. Bass out front to Wilkerson with a pass. Back to McCoy on the left side of the floor this time. Into the high post to Thompson. Thompson into the corner to Wilkerson for three. Got it! 60-28, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets lead the Pioneers with 4:19 left to go here in the third quarter. McMillan on the drive from the right wing, dishes it to Garner. Garner backs it out now, tries to work to the right of lane, gets in the lane, and she is whistled for shuffling her feet. That's a turnover for the Pioneers. On the floor for Marietta, returning, it's number 4, Sophia Murray, along with number 24, Emma Rasmussen. And seeing her first action today for Marietta is number 11, TJ Carpenter, a 5'9" freshman forward from Jackson, Ohio. Jones sends a pass to Wilkerson on the right wing. Wilkerson has it poked away, knocked out of bounds by the Pioneers. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. 3:53 left to go here in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets up by 32. Wilkerson will inbound for the Yellow Jackets. She'll get it to McCoy on the right wing. McCoy gets a screen from Thompson, drives to the right of the lane, gets it blocked by Abby Garner, and it's rebounded by the Pioneers. Hustling into the front court, it's Murray. She'll send a pass over right side. It gets swung into the corner to Carpenter. Carpenter drives to the lane, dishes it to Peterson. Peterson driving baseline. Kicks it out to the right wing to Carpenter. Carpenter on the drive, scoop shot up, and it's no good. And it looks like Taylor Bass is going to be whistled for the foul on the body. That's a second on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Emily Irwin will come back into the game for Ava Wilkerson. Coming in for the Pioneers is number 5, Peyton Bruns, a 5'11" freshman forward from Hilliard Darby High School. Sadie Arndt will come in and spell Brooke Thompson for the Yellow Jackets. Carpenter's first attempt is on the way, and it's no good. She's now 1 of 2 on the season from the free throw line. Second attempt on the way, and it's short. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Taylor Bass, but not before a foul is called against Abby Garner of the Pioneers. That's her first. That's a 4th already on Marietta. The next will put the Yellow Jackets at the free throw line for the remainder of the quarter. Jones to inbound the basketball to Irwin. Irwin backs to Jones. Jones into the front court. Hands off to Arndt on the left wing. Arndt over to Irwin. Thought about a 3, now gets a screen out top. She'll try to drive to the left of the lane. Stops at the block, steps through a defender, gets tied up, and a jump ball is called. That'll be a turnover as the Pioneers have possession arrow. Sophia Murray brings the ball into the front court, sends a pass over to Bruns on the left wing. Bruns out front to Garner. Garner between the circles, sends a pass back to Bruns on the left wing. She'll try to drive into the lane, kick it into the corner to Carpenter, gets it right back on the wing. Bruns tries to drive, and a loose ball. Foul is called against Sadie Arndt. That's Arndt's second, that's the third on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Kayla Jones will come off for the Yellow Jackets, and Alyssa Miller will come back on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Murray to inbound for the Pioneers. She gets it into Carpenter. Carpenter on the drive. Scoop shot up, too strong. Rebound punched out by Arndt. She'll control it. She'll hand off to Irwin. Irwin sends it to Miller near side. Miller loses it. Arndt dives on the ground, but it's stolen away by the Pioneers. Murray comes up with the loose ball. Into the front court. Off to Garner from 17. Left it short and to the side. It's rebounded by Taylor Bass. And then tipped over to McCoy. McCoy over to Miller on the near sideline. Miller into the front court. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Arndt. Arndt finds McCoy cutting to the hoop. McCoy at the low block. Looking for an outlet, kicks it to Bass. Bass on the right wing. 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time for the Yellow Jackets to reset. Irwin with the basketball, gets a screen from Bass. Gets to the free throw line, pulls up from 15, and banks in the jumper to give the Yellow Jackets a 62-28 advantage with 1:56 to play here in the third quarter. Murray running point, sends a pass over to Garner. It gets skipped over to Carpenter in the right corner. Carpenter drives against Miller, hits the bottom of the backboard, I should say. It's outletted to Irwin. Irwin uncontested up off the window and in for the breakaway layup. 64-28, Yellow Jackets in front with less than 90 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Murray sends a pass right wing to Garner. Garner puts it on the deck once before giving it off to Bruns. Bruns now hands off to Murray. 10 on the shot clock. Murray on the drive. Scoop shot with the left hand. It rattles out and is rebounded by Alyssa Miller. Miller into the front court. Jump stops at the top of the arc. Gives it to Irwin. Irwin back to Miller on the left wing. Miller hands off to Bass. Bass on the drive. Scoop shot up with the left hand. No good. Rebound collected by Arndt. Put back up. Put back in for Sadie Arndt. 66-28. Yellow Jackets in front by 38 with 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Murray, deliberate for the Pioneers before sending it over to Carpenter. Now to Garner. Out top it'll go to Rasmussen. Off right side. She'll give it back to Murray. Murray on the drive. Gets into the lane. Kicks it out to Bruns. Bruns puts it on the deck. Gets to the high post. Gives it off to Rasmussen. Steps into a three. Off the side of the rim. It's rebounded by Alyssa Miller. And the Yellow Jackets can use the final 10 seconds. But as I say that, Emily Irwin mishandles the handoff from Miller. And it kicks out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. Valent will come back on for the Yellow Jackets, as will Wilkerson. Arndt, Irwin, and McCoy check out, and seeing her first action today for BW is number 20, Leah Riley, the 5'7" junior guard from Cincinnati Sycamore High School. Hill, Croft, Grake, Tolson, and Kinney on the floor for Marietta. Their first attempt is off the mark. Croft with the rebound, turnaround jumper up and in to beat the buzzer. 66-30, I should say. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets lead this one after the third quarter of play. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action for you right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back into Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where it's women's basketball action kicking off this doubleheader as the Marietta Pioneers visit the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, and the 12th-ranked Yellow Jackets lead it 66-30 as we enter the fourth quarter of play. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets to start this fourth quarter: Leah Riley, Ava Wilkerson, Kayla Jones, Taylor Bass, and Bella Valent. Jones inbounds it to Wilkerson and gets it right back. Working against Addie Hill, who's on the floor with Hannah Croft, Paige Tolson, Allie Grake, and Olivia Kinney. Three-pointer on the way from Taylor Bass from the corner, and she knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. 69-30, Baldwin Wallace in front by 39. Grake between the circles, working against Riley. Dribbles off left side. Gets into the lane, turns to her left, banks it in, and cuts the deficit by 2 with that turnaround bank shot in. Valent on the left wing. Out front to Kayla Jones. She'll send it over to Leah Riley on the right side of the floor. Into the high post to Valent. Valent working against Croft. Scoop shot up, has it redirected by Croft out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets will retain possession with 12 on the shot clock. Coming in to replace Taylor Bass is number 3, Alec Johnson. She's a 5'8 senior guard from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Mars Area High School. Wilkerson to trigger the inbound pass underneath her own hoop. Looking for Valent, gets it to her along the baseline. Valent backs down Croft, kicks it out to Jones. Jones with 6 on the shot clock, over to Valent. Valent drives inside, goes up with the left hand and hits the shot, but she's going to be whistled for the player control foul as she put a shoulder into Croft and sent Croft about 5 feet backwards for the charge. That's the first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Allie Grake brings the ball up for the Pioneers. She'll send it over to Kinney on the left wing. Kinney on the drive, goes up and hits the bottom of the rim. It's rebounded by Leah Riley. Riley crosses up a defender, gets it off to Alec Johnson. Johnson out front. Johnson with heavy pressure, keeps possession, gives it out to Leah Riley, over to Wilkerson on the left wing. Into Kayla Jones. Out to Valent for 3 from the top of the arc, and it's in for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. 72-32. Yellow Jackets lead it with 8:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Grake out top to Addie Hill. Hill off to the right of the lane, steps into a 17-footer and knocks it down for the Pioneers. Jones to Wilkerson, back to Jones, who will bring it into the front court. Jones gets into the lane, kicks it into the corner to Alec Johnson for 3. Got it! 75-34. Baldwin Wallace in front with 7:48 in counting left in this fourth quarter. Croft will inbound it to Allie Grake. Grake into the front court. Gets it back to Croft near side. Croft hands off to Kinney. Kinney backs it out between the circles, sends it over to Tolson on the right wing. Thought about a 3, now she'll try to drive inside. And Tolson's left foot kept going after she picked up her dribble. That's a travel and a turnover for the Pioneers. Checking in for the Yellow Jackets to replace Kayla Jones and Bella Valent. It's number 15, Riley Bennett, and number 12, Eiley Banashir. Bennett, a 5'10 sophomore guard from New Franklin, Ohio, and Archbishop Hoban High School. Banashir, a 6-foot sophomore native of Worcester, Ohio. A conversation will ensue after the ball trickles out of bounds, and the official on the baseline, who is 40 feet away from the play, says the ball deflected off for the Yellow Jackets, and that's the call that will stand. And the Pioneers will get possession as Tolson is on the right wing. Sends it out front to Kinney. Kinney sends it off left wing to Grake. Grake into Croft. Fakes the handoff. Now working against Banashir. Croft scoop shot up and in. 75-36. Yellow Jackets in front. Under 7 minutes to play in this fourth quarter as Bennett will bring the ball up for the Yellow Jackets. She'll hand off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson sends it over to Johnson on the left wing. Johnson into Banashir in the corner, out to Leah Riley on the left wing. Riley on the drive. Pump fakes and draws a foul against one of the Pioneers as Leah Riley drew the foul. The first on the Pioneers. And the Pioneers will go wholesale changes, so Kinney, Hill, Tolson, Grake, and Croft will check out. Ashlyn Dyson, Mallory Plesac on for the first time today for the Pioneers. Also checking in for the first time today, number 15, Melissa Dusky. Number 30, Morgan Dixon. And number 13, Layla Lambert. The Yellow Jackets will bring on number 42, Grace Helliger. And number 2, Allie Menendez. Menendez fakes the handoff to Helliger on a drive. Menendez goes up with the left hand and gets it in for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Quickly the other way. It's Dyson with the basketball out top for the Pioneers. She'll step into a three, left it wide into the right. It's rebounded off a deflection by Plesac. The shot attempt from her does not go, and the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets will get possession. Coming in for the Yellow Jackets, number 40, Maddie Stumpf, a 6-foot freshman forward from Johnstown, Ohio, and Big Walnut High School, as well as number 0, Elise Champagne, a 5'6 freshman guard from just down the road a piece in Columbia Station, Ohio. She's a former Columbia Raider. Elise Champagne with the basketball, right wing. She'll send it out to Allie Menendez. Over to Helliger from the left wing. Steps into a 15-footer, left it long. It's rebounded by Bennett. Bennett with a fadeaway jumper from 5 feet is off the mark. It's rebounded by Plesac of the Pioneers. Up the floor it goes to Morgan Dixon. Dixon dribbles off to the left wing. Now passes it off right wing to Lammert. Lammert working against Menendez. Gets in the lane. Scoop shot is no good. Rebound batted out of bounds by the Pioneers. The basketball will go over to the Yellow Jackets. 4:50 left to play here in the fourth quarter. The Yellow Jackets lead it 77-36 over the Pioneers. Helliger over to Menendez on the left wing. Menendez out to Riley Bennett. Bennett gives it back to Menendez, who steps into a three. Left it long. It's rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. That's Stumpf coming up with the basketball. Out to Helliger. Off to Menendez. Thought about another three. She'll now try to drive inside. It's poked away, and it will be scooped up by Helliger with 10 on the shot clock. Helliger drives to the baseline and loses a handle on it. It's out of bounds. Possession goes to the Pioneers. Into the game for the Yellow Jackets is number 32, Delaney Garcia, a 5'11 freshman forward out of Lakewood, who will replace Riley Bennett. And now coming in for the Pioneers, number 22, Madison Lynn, and number 25, Sarah Podkul. Also checking back in for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Allie Menendez is number 20, Leah Riley. Podkul will run point for the Pioneers. She brings the ball into the front court, checked by Grace Helliger. She'll send it over to Madison Lynn on the left wing. Into the post it goes to Dusky. Dusky kicks it out, and it's off the hands of Ashlyn Dyson into the backcourt. That's an over and back violation. The Yellow Jackets get the possession. Delaney Garcia inbounds it to Grace Helliger and gets it right back. Garcia gives it back to Helliger. Helliger sends it over to Champagne on the left wing. Thought about a three. Now she'll put it on the deck with the right hand twice and give it off to Leah Riley. Riley into the corner to Helliger for three. Off the side of the rim. It's rebounded by Elise Champagne. She takes it into the right corner. Gives it out to Stumpf. Over to Leah Riley. Back to Champagne on the right wing for three. In and out. No good. Rebound to Maddie Stumpf. Stumpf over to Helliger on the left wing. Thought about a three. Now she'll try to drive. Gets under a defender and draws a foul on one of the Pioneers. It'll go against number 25, Sarah Podkul. That's her first. That's the second on the Pioneers in the quarter. 3:21 left to play here in the game. It's 77-36, Baldwin Wallace in front. A fresh 20 on the shot clock as Helliger inbounds it to Garcia and gets it right back in the left corner. Helliger dishes it to Stumpf, banks it in for the Yellow Jackets and puts BW up 79-36. Lynn with the basketball. It gets reversed over to Dyson. Dyson on the left wing. Out to Dusky. Now it gets sent over to Podkul on the left side of the floor. She'll try to drive in the lane. Scoop shot up. It's deflected by Maddie Stumpf. It's out of bounds. And the official on the baseline says it's off the Pioneers. And the Yellow Jackets will get possession. Allie Menendez returns for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Grace Helliger. Elise Champagne and Maddie Stumpf will check out as well. Number 34, Jessica Wolanin, a 5'7 freshman guard from literally just down the road on Bagley Road at Olmsted Falls High School. Comes in for the first time today, and also in is number 35, Sarah Scott. Menendez on the right wing, drives into the lane, scoop shot with the left hand, too strong. Rebound fought for and controlled by Lynn of the Pioneers. She'll outlet it over to Podkul. Podkul brings it into the front court. In the lane, she'll hit a running jumper, and she'll get one more coming from the line as Leah Riley is charged with a blocking foul. Podcool 1 of 2 on the season at the free throw line. Elise Champagne comes back for the Yellow Jackets to spell Leah Riley. And coming back for the Pioneers is Amelia Urig to replace Alyssa Dusky. Podcool looking to complete the three-point play. The and one is up, and it's off back iron, no good. Rebound to Delaney Garcia. Over to Sarah Scott, now to Elise Champagne, who brings it into the front court. Champagne off left side. Gets to the left low block. Fall-away jumper is up. She left it short. It's rebounded by Podcool. Podcool into the front court for the Pioneers. Sends it off to Lynn on the right wing. Lynn inside to Urig. Urig to her left, spins and has it altered by Scott. It's rebounded by Menendez. Menendez brings it into the front court. Gets to the mid-post, swings it inside to Garcia. Garcia up off the window and in for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. 81-38, BW in front, 1:45 to play. Dyson steps into a 20-footer. It's off the mark. Rebound to Allie Menendez. Menendez into the front court, slows things up as soon as she crosses the midcourt stripe. Menendez sends it over to Scott on the right wing. Out front to Champagne. Pump fake on the three. She'll pull up from 17 and left it short. The rebound to Sarah Scott in the corner. And a rolling timeout is called by the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets to get a couple substitutions in, as Garcia and Menendez will check out. Helliger and Stumpf will return for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. And TJ Carpenter has come back for the Marietta Pioneers. Champagne catches the inbound pass. She'll drive into the lane with 3 on the shot clock, and it's deflected out of bounds by Maddie Stumpf. It'll go over to the Pioneers. Carpenter inbounds it to Podcool. Back to Carpenter on the left wing. Over to Podcool on the right wing. On the drive, she'll throw up a running 15-footer. It's rebounded by Jessica Willannon, who will dribble it out into the front court. She'll pick up her dribble right after crossing the midcourt stripe and send it over to Helliger. Helliger on the drive, up off the window, count it. She should have one more coming from the line as she was bumped on her way up. Oh no, wave off the basket. They're going to say that Helliger had the offensive foul. It's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets, and the Pioneers will get the basketball. Podcool into the front court, dribbles off right side and back between the circles with a pass to Carpenter. Carpenter sends it over to Lynn on the right side of the floor. Ashlyn Dyson also on the floor with Amelia Urig. Podcool running point. She gets a screen out top, gets around Helliger, spins to her right, and the shot attempt is waved off for a travel violation. 20.2 seconds left in this one, and the Yellow Jackets can use it all. Helliger will walk it into the front court after having it inbounded by Sarah Scott. And Helliger will send it over to Elise Champagne on the right side of the floor. Over to Willannon on the left wing. Willannon puts it on her right hip. Now she'll put it on the deck twice. Pick up the basketball. Chin it. Exchange a handshake with Ashlyn Dyson, a Brooklyn native. And we'll run out the clock as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets win this game 81-38. An outstanding performance once again by the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets as they stay unbeaten in Ohio Athletic Conference play. BW outscored Marietta 20-7 in the first quarter, 23-11 in the second quarter for a 43-18 halftime lead, then 23-12 in the third quarter for a 66-30 lead after 3, and then 15-8 in the fourth quarter for the final score of 81-38. Baldwin Wallace improves to 14-1 overall. They are 8-0 at Ursprung Gymnasium. They're 8-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play and 4-0 in OAC home games. The Marietta Pioneers fall to 10-5 overall, 4-3 on the road, 4-4 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and 2-3 in OAC road games. Once again, Baldwin Wallace will next be in action on Wednesday night when they make the trip to University Heights to play those Blue Streaks of John Carroll University. For everyone here at Baldwin Wallace, I'm Matt Florjancic saying thanks for watching the women's game. We'll be back in about 25 minutes with the starters and tip-off for the men's basketball nightcap to the doubleheader as the Baldwin Wallace men's team hosts the Marietta Pioneers. Once again, the 12th ranked Baldwin Wallace women's basketball team defeats the Marietta Pioneers by an 81-38 count to kick off this doubleheader of OAC basketball action. For everyone here at BW, I'm Matt Florjancic. See you in 25 minutes on BWYellowJackets.com.